Hello everyone, good evening. Today we're going to discuss about the broadcast domain and collision domain, and we will do the lab on this, and later on we will explore about the routing. So this will be the first routing class where we will see the static route, then gradually move to the dynamic route. Clear? So let's start with the broadcast domain and collision domain. So before going to the lab, let's see these two terminology. So broadcast domain and second is called collision domain. Collision domain. So are you able to see my writing right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So broadcast domain break by whom? Who break this? Router. So routers going to break the broadcast domain means one router having five interface connected to router means how many broadcast domain? Five
Fine.
broadcast domain. So router terminates the broadcast means the broadcast packet will not go out from this interface to this interface. They will stop on this interface. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now switch break the collision domain. Switch break the collision domain means they will stop what guys? MAC filtration they will do the means if they're going to run the MAC from this interface, they will not send the information back to same interface. Okay, I will make you understand what do you mean by collision domain and what do you mean by the broadcast domain. Collision domain means switches are having each and every interface having one collision domain. Clear? And router having each and every interface having broadcast domain. So what about broadcast in the switch? Switch will, if they are getting the broadcast IP, they will flood to each and every interface. They will pass to each and every interface because these are the broadcast. But if it will reach to the router, they will stop on that interface. Clear broadcast domain?
Yes, sir.
Come to the collision domain. Collision domain by default, what do you mean by collision domain? Collision says that when it's going to be collision, try to understand. Suppose this is the one road. Okay, this is single road. Means the the person they are going this way also and they are coming this way also. The same path. Okay. So suppose this is very narrow one. They can either go or they can come. Anyone can be done. So think that if someone coming this way and same time someone come going this way, so they have collision or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. So this is called collision domain. Let me let me show you more detailed way, more what is the history of the collision. Collision says that if you have this is the transmitter to transferring the and there is a receiver, every end having two things, transmitting the packet and receiving the packet. Okay, here also transmitter and receiver. So collision domain says that at the same time, if you are transmitting some packets, and at the same time, if they also start transmitting the packet, it's going to be the collision and the data will be lost. Are you agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, this is called collision domain. So there is a protocol they introduce that called CSCD. How many guys have you heard about?
No, sir.
Carrier sense collision domain. Carrier sense collision domain means they're going to sense the carrier. If someone coming, so we will not send from here. Okay. So what
Oh,
going to be happened in this condition? If someone going to send some packet, so they will stop till the last packet will come to here. Are you agree or not? Suppose you send the 100 packet, first packet, two packet, like this 100 packet. So he received the first packet, and first packet having information of the last packet. That's 100 one. So this receiver point, they will wait for once he will receive the 100th packet, then he will start sending the trans. Otherwise collision will be there, or right? Yes,
yes,
no.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So this condition happened in hub. Okay, this condition happened into hub. Okay, now come to the switch. Switch are, there is intelligent chips. They are telling I'm going to, there were collision, there must not be collision. They will break each and every interface will be collision free. How they going to make collision free? How? It's very simple. Means one path only for transmission, one path only for receiving. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That is called duplex. What is called?
Duplex.
Duplex. Okay, means only one path here having, they going to receive on this point, he going to transmit on this point. On the other point, he going to transmit and he going to receive. So tell me, there any probability for the collision?
No, sir.
No collision, but maybe their condensation, right? Traffic will be there. Suppose he has to send 1,000 of packet, but his capacity may be the 1,000. They are sending 100,000 of packet. They have capacity of 100,000. Then they will be slow transmitting, right? But there is
Yes.
no head-on collision.
Yes, sir.
So every switch having duplex. Every switch having duplex
Duplex.
mean dedicated for transmitting and receiving channel. So if you do show interface, what is the command? Show interface. If you see the output of show interface, there is a RX and TX separate number of RX and TX, means they have break the collision domain, means they never, their architecture is like this. Switch is having architecture like that, the hardware architecture, that they never have collision domain. Clear? Collision domain.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the same thing you apply there. What going to be happened here? This is the switch, every interface having transmitting and receiving, there never be collision. So of course whenever they are sending the packet, they will receive the packet. This is dedicated flow. each and every switch can communicate to each and everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
But within the same broadcast domain. Within the same broadcast domain.
Which domain?
So means they can't go outside the router. Let's do this practical and understand. Okay, so what is the practical? Very simple practical. I will ping this IP to this IP and check whether I am able to ping or not. Okay, and I will ping this IP to this IP. We will try to see whether I am able to ping or not. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So because they have different subnet, anyhow they will not make the cross of that. That's called unicast routing. So router will do always unicast routing. For there is called multicast routing also. We will see in advanced class. Fine. Okay. So let's see. So I'm going this. What is the IP of this? 192.168.1.2, right? And this IP, what is their IP? 1.3. So let me ping 1.2. 192.168.1.2. 1.3 is my IP. So 1.2 I'm able to. So let's do the trace route. What do you mean by trace route? Trace route result will show us how many hop away we are. How many hop away? So tell me how many hop away we are
One,
on the
two,
same hop, on the same router. How many router away? On the same router, on the same broadcast domain. You can see on the same broadcast domain, we are not outside the broadcast domain. Single hop away. Okay. Maximum 30 hop. Hop means how many router on the path. I will show you the how it's useful. Okay. Now let's do same thing here. This is the IP is 2.6 and second IP is 2.5. Let's ping to 2.6. So I'm able to ping or not?
no, sir, it is out of forecast. No?
No, I'm able to ping the same broadcast domain. I'm able to 2.6. I'm able to ping, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's check if I try to ping 1 dot. What is the IP of this? 1.3. So I'm able to ping 1.3. What this is that?
Destination host unreachable.
Who is saying destination host unreachable? Reply from whom?
Two
Who
dot one.
reply?
2.1.
Router 1. This is the gateway. Gateway reply you that destination is unreachable.
Yeah.
Because why he went to the router? Because outside the broadcast domain, he going to responsible take the packet, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So once it will reach to this packet, why it's a packet reach to him? Because he now this IP not belong to my broadcast domain. Because my subnet is 192.168.2. If I want to ping within the subnet, I should not reach to the router. But outside any IP outside with this network, I have to go to router. Do you understand what do you mean by gateway?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Gateway help you if anything you want to reach outside this network. This network may how many IP will be there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 255 IP. All the 255 IP he can reach within the network. No need to reach the router. Once any IP outside this subnet, okay, anything else apart from this subnet, they has to go to gateway. You went to the gateway. Gateway is telling I don't know how to reach this IP. I don't know. Let's see why he don't know. Okay, let's see what happened to this. He's supposed to responsible for reaching, right?
Yes, sir.
So who is the responsible? Router. So router, they have intelligence. To who make intelligent to think about where to reach? That is called routing table. What is called?
Routing table.
Table. So any router can decide on the basis of the routing table, I can able to deliver or not. So what is the command to check the routing table? So IP route. So IP route. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you able to see? Let me. There is a code given here. Okay. So this is called C for connected, L for local, S for static, R for RIB, M for mobile, B for BGP, P for EIGRP. Like this, so many code. Okay. So we will study one by one. Today we will see only two things, local and connected. So can you see there is a L and C?
Yes.
What do you mean local? Local means always /32. That IP belong to my interface. What do you mean by that? That
One.
IP belong to my interface. And C is connected. What do you mean by? The subnet belong to my router. That subnet belong to my router.
My router.
Okay, means this is the subnet belong to me and this is the IP with the part of this subnet. Idiot?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. So, routers say that whatever the routing table I have, I can reach on those. So, can you see there is any route which is available for this? The 192.1.3 means any subnet belong to 192.168.1. Can you see any subnet? Only I have 192.168.2 subnet. 192.168.1 is not available, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So for that we need the routing. What do we need?
Route.
Routing.
Okay, so let's do the configuration. So that is called static routing. What is called?
Static routing.
So we are going to configure static routing. And those routing going to code as a S. Right? So what is the syntax? Syntax says that we will go to the config mode. Any configuration we will go to into configuration mode, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I will do IP question mark. You have static. You see here? Anything? IP route. Establish the static routes. Can you see? So
Yes,
what
sir.
is
Yes,
the
sir.
syntax? Establish the static route. For the syntax route you have to give. So IP route. Okay. Now you do question mark. Destination prefix where you want to go. So I want to go 192.168.1. Okay. And all
Yes.
subnet. Now question mark you do. Give the destination prefix marks. To 255.255.255.0 means entire subnet I want to reach, right? Now question mark. How do you reach this subnet? Okay, understand you want to reach this destination, but By which way I will take? By which interface I will take you? So which interface is responsible? This interface will take there, right? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
This 00 interface will take me this router, and then from this router I will reach there. So I will give the information gig 0/0, right? Now, what is the metric? What metric you will give this interface? I will not give any metric. I will see what is the default metric. Let's do the enter. What happened? This giving default route without gateway if not a point-to-point interface may impact the performance. Okay. What do you mean by point-to-point? A part if it's not point-to-point, you can see this is the point-to-point. You see, one point to another point is called point-to-point. What is point-to-point and point-to-multipoint? There is two things comes in picture. I will discuss in detail later on, but today you understand two things: point to point, second point called point to multipoint. Multipoint. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So point to point means A to B. The A to B connected directly. If it's a to connected so many point, suppose like this, having C, D, E, you can see point to multi-point, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is this setup what we have, this topology? Now tell me, it's a point to point or point to multi-point?
Multi-point. No?
नहीं यार, देखो point to point, this point to this point is connected. This point the origin, and I give you diagram. This is connected, single point connected multiple point. Is this scenario?
Yeah.
Acha, from point. Okay.
One point to multiple point, then point to multi-point. If one point to another point means router A to router B, router 1 to router 2, it's a one point, one single point. It's called point to point. Okay.
Oh, yes.
So if it is not point to point, then having problem. So okay, don't worry. Later on, I will teach you what do you mean by that. Is called broadcast domain. Okay. So, however, this is a point to point. It's a fine. Okay. Clear? So my route is came into the picture or not. Let's see. What is the command? Show IP route. So you can see there's a static route is connected. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now it's supposed to be reachable or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, because static route is there. Let's see. And we will go for break after this. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to ping again. Same thing I'm going to do. This time what happened? This time router not replying. Can you see? Earlier router was replying. Destination host is unreachable. This time they are telling request timeout. Still we are not reachable. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to stop class here and we're going to continue from this point. Why it's not reachable? Earlier router was replying, now they reply not coming. Okay. Bye bye. See you in next class.